Headband means the main word in subject or object. If you see a sentence, the sentence would contain subject and verb, Also, sometimes object may be there. If there is no object, that is intransitive sentence. If your sentence is transitive, there must be object. Okay. Why am I talking about subject and object? The head words can be placed in subject and object. The main word in the subject is called main word. In a subject or object is called head word. Clearly saying, if you are unable to follow the one, otherwise, if I am not saying this understandably to you, let me say this clearly. One of my best friends, listen here, one of my best friends is working in BHL, a Bell. One of my brothers is in London. But one of my brothers is in London, maybe sentence. But another one of my friends is working in BHL. You are saying that. Perhaps saying like that, there's no one is a head word. Of my best friends is a modifier. That is called modifier. But if you ask what head word is, you must ask what the modifier is, because head word is always supported or modified by modifier. The man who is in blue shirt is studying in our college. The person who plays guitar, the man who plays guitar on the stage is my neighbor. The man about whom you are talking has bought a new car. The man, but whose tone is very good, was selected by me. In these sentences, what you have seen here, head word and some modifier. Okay? The man who plays guitar on the stage, who plays guitar on the stage is an adjective clause. So supporting clause. It's also called modifier. The man is a head word. Head word means which is a main word in a subject and an object. It may be supported by some others, modifiers or adjective clauses or phrases. It doesn't matter. But you should be able to, you should know to identify which is head word in the sentence. Yeah. Mr. Raju, along with his 5 friends, would come to a place tomorrow. Mr. Raju, along with his 5 friends, why 5 friends? Along with his friends, would come or will come to a place tomorrow. And actually here, Mr. Raju will come to a place along with his friends. Here, the along with his friends can be placed after the subject, in the subject section. Mr. Raju, along with his friends, will come to a place tomorrow. Here, the along with his friends is called modifier here. Mr. Raju is a main word, there is a head word. Based on this head word only, you should use auxiliary or verb. This is called subject-verb agreement. It is contracted with the subject-verb agreement. Probably, when the questions asked about subject-verb agreements, you will be confused. You will be confused by the questioner. How? By giving some modifier along with head word. But based on head word only, so we have to use singular auxiliary or plural auxiliary, or singular verb or plural. Singular verb, plural verb means walks. A tense is a singular. That was singular, But attend, that is not plural, that is. Here you see, there is no S added, that is plural. If S is added along with, does plus one. There is a does, that is the singular, that. Yeah, the subject verb agreement, this type of question asked by confusing you, by giving like these hardware. If you meet out like this question, first of all, wait and read. Then you check out whether head word is singular or plural. If it is plural, you must use plural verb or plural action. If it is singular, you have to use singular verb or singular action. Many examples are there. He, but who has constructed very attractive building in Chennai, is to extend his wings in southern area. He who has constructed a lot of attractive buildings in Chennai is to extend his wings in southern area. This is a sentence. But he can be modified by who has constructed a lot of attractive buildings in Chennai. It is a adjective clause, of course. Whether it is called adjective clause or subordinate clause, but now our matter is which is head word, which is modifier. Here he is a head word, but who has constructed a lot of attractive buildings in Chennai, that is modified. Okay? But he is to extend his wings. I have told you that sentence. That he is to, not all to. But suddenly you may be think that there's he who has constructed a lot of buildings in Chennai. The immediate word is Chennai. The preliminary immediate word is a lot of buildings, attractive buildings. It looks like plural. We may try to use no plural here, but he is a head word. Based on head word only, how to use a singular action. Is to, not ought to. Okay. Just now I told Mr. Raju, along with his friends, Mr. Raju, along with his friends, I'm slowly saying this because you may be writing that's all. Is or has planned to conduct a function. What kind of function that is, they may be asking that. Mr. Raju, along with his friends, has planned to conduct a function in the auditorium tomorrow. Has planned to conduct the function. Has actually conducted Savitri verb. A function that is an infinite has planned to conduct a function. To conduct is an infinitive verb. A function is object comes here as infinitive section, not a finite section. Has conducted only, has planned only finite section. Has planned the finite section. To conduct a function is an infinitive section. So function here is an infinitive function. Actually that's not object, but the object is placed in an infinitive section. Has planned to conduct a function in the auditorium. So Mr. Raju, along with his friends, this is a subject. As planned is a verb. To conduct a function in the auditorium. That is the infinitive section, INF. Adjunct only, that is adjunct. A. Yeah, if you try for sentence pattern, it's an A. So here you are not using here how planned, Mr. Raju along with his friends, and how planned did you try? No. Yes, what's Edward here? Mr. Raj. Whatever it comes, you're not bothering about that along with your friends. This is also one of the questions asked. Somewhere I have seen like this, but not exact. Here, based on the Raj only, you have to use has planned. What's next? Many questions are there. But one by one, I'm going to post this video also in Facebook, in my blog, besides YouTube and Global English channel. So we'll meet in the next occasion. I'm going to meet. Thanks a lot.